They generate bundles of cash, all of it under the radar. Hello, I'm Anthony Miller. From Jamaica. Specials are dancehall feeding free, but not just for top acts like Popcorn and Alkaline. Dubs delivering instant dollars.
Hey, Mr. Panta, son, this exclusive, you know. So me got some young boss boy, we are make it happen. I will wanna know baby for why the place flat, no.
Panta's son, nicknamed by Bounty Killer after his selector dad, Pink Panther, wears several hats, but best known as the current go-to man for dubplates.
Dubplate is instant cash. Dubplate is the cash that the artist spend daily. As Bounty Killer can tell us, him can't tell when last him go to an ATM machine to party. Dubplate money in party with every night.
And the Bounty Killer making more from specials than even he can blow on parties. No tracking it.
Because it's a face-to-face transaction which requires, it don't have a receipt.
But lots of it to be made.
I charge what the artist charge. And it's the relationship between me and the artist that determines my income. That's why it's good to have a good relationship. And that's made me different from anybody else. Because anybody else can come in this and say, yo, I want to do dubplates. But it's not everybody have the connections that I have.
Panta's son with connections to pretty much everybody in high demand, from vets to the latest stars.
He just say Massacre for one. Him sing like 1,000 US worth of dub a day. Dexter Daps is in high demand. I Don't is in high demand. Bounty Killer sings dub 24/7, doesn't matter which season of the year. You understand? You have a few artists. Alkaline is in high demand. You understand? But based on his price, it's only the top songs them can voice him.
And what's his price?
1,000 US.
One squeeze, me squeeze, and both three jump out.
1,000 US for a 2-minute dub. Nice money if you can get it.
The people in that charge in that region is like Alkaline, Popcorn, and the Marlies them.
Panta, maddest and baddest thing, you know. Champion boy, know the damn thing.
Who is the person most in demand?
Alright, most in demand now is Alkaline.
Why you think?
Because he's unreachable. That's how demand goes. Cut it off, more demand. He's unreachable. I'm the only person in Jamaica that can voice Alkaline. Nobody else. So, and his price and his attitude towards everything, he doesn't care. If you don't want to pay him what he wants, he doesn't care. It doesn't bother him. He will not move his price for nobody. I've carried $1 million to Alkaline in one night for 10 dubplates. $1 million for 10 dubplates. And that's 2 minutes per dub. So, 20 minutes of his time, he made $1 million and go back home and sleep nice.
Panta son, yo, you a champion boy, you a rich girl in the Hamptons boy.
Me no serve son, tell him the Panta son, a champion son, I want to some boy.
Dubs a reliable source of income for acts far less in demand than Alkaline.
Life is good with dubplates. Dubplates pay the bills monthly because every royalty checks come in every 3 months. And you can't wait 3 months to pay rent. You can't wait 3 months to pay a light bill. Dubplate money you see us spend in the dance hall at night time. It is walling up dance hall. Because check it, how many times can an artist go and do a show? But they have to party every night. Dubplate money comes in that same day. You can't plan a show today and keep it tomorrow. But you can want a dub now and voice it now. It's simple. It's no money. That's what we call it. No money.
Dubplates tied to sound system culture. Back in the day, specials delivered live by artists but now recorded. Selectors with the best dubs getting the biggest forwards and paychecks.
It just put you in a class by yourself. It put your pricing in a class by itself. Okay, if you're booking a juggling sound overseas, you're paying them $3,000. If you're booking a sound to clash, you're paying them 10,000 US. Same thing they pay my father. If they're paying my father to clash in New York the other day against Poison Dart and Mataran, 10,000 US. If they're paying him to juggle, it's between 3 and 5. So you make back your money off dub plates and everything.
Rifle a wave like a broom, man.
So this Mavado popcorn feud now, is that generating any dub plate interest?
Yeah, man, Wally, man. Wally, you see, every feud in dancehall, it's like a wave. It generates more shows for the artists, it generates more dub plate, it generates more mix CD for sell because people want to keep updated with the song them, so the mix CD man must sell more. You understand? It generates more vibe in the dance because the people them just love mix up.
So you have made popcorn and Mavado dub plates?
Yeah, man, recently I just voiced popcorn like 2 days ago. Overdo it. 100,000.
But the entertainers themselves are not mixing badness with business.
No, they don't lick out on each other and dub plates, no. They don't do that. The dub plate is more about the person that order it. So if him do a diss song for an artist and he's doing it in a dub plate format, him not gonna call the artist name, none at all.
That never happens?
No, because they don't care about that. And the person that wants the dub don't want that in the dub. Because they also going to play popcorn song.
This is what you call a dub plate, huh?
Yo, Panta, all them a lip up and a go on them no bad, so.
Panta's son says he does over 100 dubs a week, and that sometimes includes rewriting original material.
Because, for example, if Conscience sing Broke Off My Back, you have to sing and say, how can I turn this into something that I can clash with?
Them attack Panta, no fear none of them.
I grew up on dub plates. I hear dub plates more than songs. You understand? So I'm used to hearing songs, the original songs flip a certain way, so it becomes natural for me to think like that.
When Panta circle them, you give me a song of Panta.
Who has walked in here who has done a dub plate, who just gets it and just delivers the wickedest dub plate lyrics ever?
If you're forming a sound system and you don't have a bounty killer dub plate, it don't make sense. You see, in the 90s, it was a bounty, bass Odyssey versus Black Cat. Bounty killer for bounty killer. Them not do no other artists that in the business. Him do the most dub plate overall, and him no intro sounds the same.
The music business changing more rapidly than ever before, but making dub plates, now an all-digital but ever-dependable money spinner, looking like it's here to stay.
You see, once you have artists and selectors existing, dub plate will always exist. Because the dub plate is the artist representing for the selector that is playing his music.
Sound boy, you're gonna die tonight. Violate Panta, son, tell me why you tried. Them though they're not fake, mister, them though they're not splice.
Rapper Rick Ross headlines the first staging of High Vibes in Montego Bay, but feet thin on the ground. High vibes, high indeed. Fans grooving under the influence at the Aqueduct. The gig boasting the likes of Rick Ross, Kimani Marley and Beanie Man, but numbers on the low side.
And I shall live a working day. Hello.
Strange things expected from dub innovator and professional eccentric Lee Scratch Perry, but not sure what the small crowd made of Perry's rambling set.
Pull up your hand and stamp down the round. Stand down Satan, stamp down the demon. Stand down the devil and say to the devil, Rastafari live.
Some clueless but charmed fans down with Lee's stoner lyrics.
Running around the stage. Running around the stage. Running around the circle. Let me say to the Turk with the rice, and Turk say, hey, bunny rabbit, bunny rabbit.
Impossible to run out of stuff to say since he seems to make it all up along the way. As for his interview,
do you think that music that's not yet been made, do you think there's better to come than what's gone already?
I don't know if the ragamuffin have any chance, honestly.
Okay, and now people are saying that Peter Tosh and Bob Marley are on the same level, they're equals. Do you agree with this?
Happy birthday.
What about Peter Tosh and Bob Marley? Do you think they're equals musically?
Bob Marley should know that I am the cross. If he didn't need me, he wouldn't come to me. I did not go to him. He was riding a black horse, and the black horse threw him down. But if he was riding a white horse, my wife is a white horse. Miri!
Okay, thank you.
Oh man, you got to do your way.
Hoping for better luck with Kimani Marley.
When rappers sample Jamaican DJs, should those DJs get credit or should they be satisfied with just a cash payment?
I mean, by the sweat a man, brown man shall eat bread. So if we do the work, we want the credit. Yeah, why? Why should anyone else have the credit when we do the work?
But some people are arguing that the money is enough at the end of the day, even if you're not getting featured credit.
Nothing is enough for your art that is everlasting. So a one-time payment for something that could be everlasting that's not enough, and it's not about being enough. It's about being fair. You know what I mean? So if I put in my work, I want my fair due. You know what I mean? We don't want everything, but we want the percentage of what my work is entitled to. Yeah.
And what do you think it is that is standing in the way of the Jamaican man getting his credit as opposed to like an international act otherwise?
We are standing our way. We have to stand for something. You know what I mean? Nothing is standing in our way because me personally, I'm not do nothing if I not get my credit feed. You know what I mean? So that is just it. Sometimes we just have to stand up for our rights.
Man bringing dancehall prestige, but rapper Rick Ross the night's headliner. Legal issues keeping Ross away from Jamaica last year, despite being booked for Reggae Sumfest. The rapper with no currently charting material, but showgoers obviously familiar with his catalogue. High Vibes bringing an international presence back to Montego Bay after an all-local staging of Reggae Sumfest, but not yet clear if organizers are envisaging a follow-up show in 2017, given the poor turnout.
One nation, under God, real niggas getting money.
Take me across and wash all my troubles away.
Prince Buster, regarded by many as the king of ska, has died at his home in Florida. He was 78. Among his credits as a producer was the Folks Brothers classic Oh Carolina. His own hits include One Step Beyond, Wash Wash, and Enjoy Yourself.
And have lots of fun. Serve God and live, my friend, and it will never done.
The one-time boxer also created the Judge Dredd character on several tracks.
My name is Judge 100 Years. Some people call me Judge Dredd.
Prince Buster pioneered ska and was also influential in its transition into rocksteady, and was the first Jamaican to have a British top 10 hit back in 1965 with Al Capone. He had a big impact on such bands as Madness and The Specials, who launched the British two-tone ska revival in the late 70s.
Better think of your future.
Prince Buster, who converted to Islam after meeting Muhammad Ali, has been hailed as a true music legend. No word yet on the cause of death.
Your son, give me nothing to do but roll around heaven all day.
Jack Cure playing lots of dates in Europe. New video capturing some of the action. Rasta, the new single from your Grammy-nominated album.
Yes, definitely. The last single from the album before we step into the new project or put out something fresh.
The album has been good for you.
Definitely the best album so far for me on paper.
Not necessarily great sales, but you're touring with it.
Yeah, because I sell 20,000 copies. That's a great sale. I never sell so much I mean, maybe I never know in the past, but I care to know now in this modern age, and I start checking on sound scans and all these things.
And frankly, a lot of other reggae albums aren't doing good.
No.
Dancehall albums.
So I think this album, I need the fans to know that this was the best reggae selling album for a local reggae act last year. Otherwise, dominated the Billboard chart 5 times, make me drop off and go back on #1 in the and still in the top 10.
Real reggae music, how we say? I say 1, 2.
But it's nice to hit the road. It's nice to travel. Where were you? What sort of places
Greece,
you visited?
Venice, Rome, Switzerland, Holland, Amsterdam, Belgium, Luxembourg, France. You know, all over in Paris also, different cities. You know, different places. So we shoot the video in 9 countries and 13 different cities.
And you bring a kind of authenticity when it comes to your voice. I mean, your voice delivers. That basically is Jack Cure. He has a great voice.
Thank you very much. So I'm trying to use the vocal skills as much as I can to enhance my product and build the value on the branding, Jack Cure.
Because, you know, a lot of reggae is coming from other sources these days. It's not just Jamaica. So you really kind of have to figure yourself as a kind of flag bearer.
Definitely.
Roots rock reggae.
I feel very good for when I look and see me nominate and the Billboard was good and the sales was good. It encouraged me. So this project now, I'm going seriously into the next project. I can braggadociously say to the fans, expect good things and greater work.
No matter what you feeling, real reggae music just set you free. Yeah.
So what's the next big move for you?
Well, the next big move for me now is finalize off my ear with the album and see how we can step into next year with some fresh songs and some new ideas, and you know, see if we can try to go into the US and Canada also for the 2017. So we're preparing ourselves to see if we can, in one of these countries, England, US or Canada, we get this one at a time. If we take one right now, it's good for me because we can go into more promotion. Because I believe that if Jack Cure could do so well and can't travel in all of these countries and nominate for more about before, Soul Train and the Grammys, that means it's, you know, it shows, Josh showed me, so don't give up, youth.
I say 1, 2, Rasta man is passing through. Hey, I keep it cool, yeah.
Every day I wake up, I don't see no opportunity.
Inner city singer crippled by gun violence in his early 20s, but years later, real VI not giving up on life or his dreams.
Many
DJs with gun endorsements in their lyrical arsenal, but real VI, real name Cosmo Watson, a singer living with the consequences of what some in the business casually glamorize. In 2004, VI was then 23 and living in Seaview Gardens.
Doing music and I was in the inner circle of, you know what I mean, the big bounty killer, you know what I mean, doing music, traveling the island and learning the craft of music and, you know what I mean, recording at that time.
12 years later, VI still resident in Seaview, but confined to a wheelchair.
I got up doing my daily chores, sweeping up my gate, you know what I mean, and I went next door, like 2 yards away, for a rake from my neighbor's yard.
Every day I wake up, I don't see no opportunity.
Where he came face to face with 2 gunmen.
In mass gunman, you know what I mean, and I got shot. They're on a mission, and they come over the side that I'm living, you know what I mean, because they are in conflict with the people, with some guys that is over that side. So basically, you know what I mean, they're not gonna come and say, oh, leave anybody. They want to go back and maybe brag and boast, say, definitely, we got something or we shoot somebody.
Surgery saving his life, but VI never to walk again, a fact he had to discover on his own.
Nurses and doctors don't tell you certain things in Jamaica. You have to find out for yourself and come to the grips of reality. There is nobody that comes where counseling is concerned. I come to the reality that my legs are not moving. And I just say one thing, you know, God, if my legs are not going to move, make my top body be strong enough to maintain that I can get things done.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say.
Next stop, Mona Rehab, but no time for self-pity.
I saw the kids that was born in this situation, You see what I'm saying? And I saw them playing what we would call stocky. And they was jumping from their wheelchair, running all over the ground, jumping on the monkey bars and all of that stuff. And it dawned on me, it's like God was speaking to me and he said, why are you complaining? You're alive.
The absence of ramps a hindrance, but otherwise, VI relying as little as possible on others.
There are no wheelchair ramps to go up on the sidewalks. And there are times when vehicles park right at where the wheelchair ramps is. You see what I'm saying? And they know that they're not supposed to park there. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's just getting in and out of places, government places, those typical places, going in the clubs and stuff like that. Sometimes you need help, you know what I mean? And I go and pay all my bills myself. You know what I mean? I do everything myself.
You bathe yourself?
I do everything myself.
You feed yourself?
Everything.
You cook, all of that?
I used to do hotel catering while I was at school, so I'm a good cook.
Me wreck every stage show, you know me, I kill them. We vice man on me and beanie, I style them.
How do you feel about those guys that shot you?
Sad for them. Because I always say, don't waste 24 hours in the day doing nothing. Before I got shot, I was doing so much. I was trying to make that thing happen to say my family setting can be okay. I think that was everybody's mission in my family, but more so mine, because I understood as a bigger brother.
Making a living from a wheelchair tough, but again, few complaints.
There are many friends and other clients overseas that cannot find the time to come down to do a lot of work within music. I'm not the man here that gets things done. Everything that has to do with media, you see what I'm saying? And music, I dabble in every little area, and it pays off.
Meanwhile, you still sing?
Meanwhile, I still sing.
I wanna be successful. You wanna be successful.
The toughness that kept him from giving into despair also props up his belief that he'll make it as a singer. The men who shot him, by the way, were never found. Meanwhile, resigned as he is to life in a wheelchair, he wasn't robbed completely of sensation where it counts.
Well, it's there. You know what I mean? The ladies can, you know what I mean, attend to that. You know what I mean?
For which you're very grateful.
Very grateful. Because, you know what I mean? Look at me. It would be a waste.
That's the real VI, not wasting a moment.
Youths them need a better life in their community. They need to find some work.
Daniel D.I. posing naked in nothing else but the flag, Jamaican and US. Attention getting for sure. But was it worth it?
Mr. Daniel D.I., you know I'm not sure. Definitely worth it.
Why? Just for the notoriety?
No, just because I'm just being myself. I'm the rebel. You understand what I mean? I'm supposed to do things like that. So it was well worth it. I enjoyed every bit of it. My fans loved it. Social media loved it. It was like trending #1, both on the 4th of July for America and both for Jamaica independence as well. So I'm happy I did it.
But some people thought you were pushing the limits by using national flags to paint your naked body.
Well, guess what? I'm being true to myself because I'm multiracial. I'm multiracial, I'm multicultural. So at the end of the day, I'm just being myself. So whoever thinks whatever, they're going to think whatever. But hey, what's wrong with that really?
But there was a bit of calculation. You're pushing people's buttons. You like to kind of provoke people because it gets attention.
Every artist love attention. Which artist don't love attention? If you're not in this business and don't want the attention, get the hell out, because it's all about attention. We artists do that. We provoke attention. We're automatically controversial because we're hardcore.
And you have a song called Class that you're promoting, and you flipped it and brought in Bolt into it during the Olympics.
Yes, I did. I tell him, say, I'm the gold boss, and you don't know them. Put it up and say, oh, yeah, it's inappropriate because she's, I don't even know, one bag of controversy and one bag of fuss. But hey, as I said, that's my take on the Olympics, and that's my salute to the boss.
You know, when Lady Saw was doing the slackness thing, people would say, okay, Lady Saw is doing it because she's authentic. When Daniel D.I. does it, it's almost like, some people say, the uptown chick trying to be raw.
I'm just trying to be myself. Anybody that knows me and knows from when I came into this business, I just came in hardcore and done. I'm not a singer. Yeah, me is a sing J, but at the end of the day, who is my influences? Lady Saw, Patra, those are the girls that I look up to. Little Kim, so it's only natural that I'm going to be hardcore. So I'm only being myself.
My lifestyle rich. All of me girl them dip. All of me friend them rich. Me
get y'all easy like Doremi. Me want every gal out halfway tree. Me a overdo it. Oh yeah.
Bumper jumping, watch how my bumper jumping. Left, right, bumper jumping. I make my bumper jumping. Left, right, bumper jumping.
No lazy body, so no afraid. Fi shake it, mommy. You hear me? Back up in the right.
None of them get gal easy. Touch that quick. That a the thing. You know a road boy thing. Bad girl telling me she love my.
Come broke off your back, broke off your back, broke off your, broke off your, broke off your back, girl.
Putting your suburbs up, you feel like swim. Me paper to pen is a real life thing. Yes, today you don't know.
Fine, see me baby, everything crisp. My good love make you turn and crisp. Come pose by your head, you're not dead.
But then come back to the formula. Have everybody speechless like Michael Jackson song, you know. When we are work, them did a laugh, you know. No blood in me. We still a win. Are we still a win? Unruly thing. We still a win. Are we still a win? Them to know say a worldwide thing.
Pesto natural, nutritious and easy on the taste buds. Chef OJ Jaja, the man to go to for Jamaican-made pesto. Herbs and natural spices up his culinary street. Chef OJ Jaja making, packaging and labeling his own pesto. Now available on the market. Pesto, an easy-to-make blend of basil leaves, pine nuts, grated hard cheese, olive oil, salt and black pepper.
Everything is made with care. There's a lot of love that goes into what we do. It sounds cliche, but the truth is the more care you put into something, the better the result that you're going to get out. And I don't ever want it to get to a stage where pesto is being manufactured by robots or anything like that, because then I think we're going to lose the authenticity of it.
Pesto, a great product to jazz up pretty much anything, from pasta to sandwiches to fish, chicken, even steak.
We use it on sandwiches, we use it in dips, we use it as an accompaniment for a sauce or another component to a sauce. We use it as a sauce itself. It works excellent with a steak. I mean, you season a steak with salt and pepper and put it in the oven. Once it's at the doneness that you want it at, you pull it out, you take a teaspoon of pesto and pour it on top of it, and it totally transforms that steak. I like to tell people that all you need with pesto is probably to add it and maybe some lemon juice to something, and it's over.
Other versions set to be rolled out, but right now only a spicy pesto mix on offer at supermarkets or from the maker himself. Chef OJ Jaja, with extensive experience working with the Ritz-Carlton hotel chain here and in Florida, but based for the past 20 years back home, operating under the catering brand Ashebre.
All right, so Ashebre is really a fully integrated culinary enterprise that offers culinary classes. We do restaurant consulting, menu design, recipe design. We've also been doing a lot of corporate events. We also do weddings and birthday parties, anniversaries, any special event that someone may have. I like to say that our style of food is Jamaican and Mediterranean. I like to use oils. I'm not exactly one to stew a lot of my meats or anything like that. I do believe in very simple, clean food, unpretentious. I'm not the type of person to do the whole cook down in gravy, and I can appreciate it. And there's some things that I will do like that, so I have no problems doing like an oxtail or doing like a lamb shank or something of that nature. But doing that on a regular basis as opposed to pan-searing a nice piece of fish, it doesn't show as well. And I believe that food should look good as well as taste good. For me, food is medicine. And so it's important that what is going into you is wholesome. So from that angle, I try to only use the best ingredients possible so that we're able to get the best outcome at the end of the day.
That's Chef Oji Jaja of Ashebre. Try his pesto. Finally tonight, good times and a belly full at rib roast and rum. Hands full, slathering it on. Pork eaters at home at rib roast and rum. No smoke without choice cuts, sizzling away on the grill. Pretty, ain't it? Just lay on some more. This event the place to be for pork, but the menu pairing oink oink with cluck cluck. And don't forget the creamy pasta and pound the side.
I would say to everybody coming up in the field, do not undersell yourself ever. Know the value of your product and know the value of yourself, and you will never fail.
A busy night for Christian Sweeney of Fusion Food Services.
Well, if you have ribs, everything else falls into place after that, And if you season your ribs well with a good sauce behind it or good sauces behind it, you definitely are going to have a good end product, You must have the roast to go with the ribs, so we have a nice, perfect grilled chicken tent over there with 3 or 4 different sauces, and chicken is done to perfection. One thing we want everybody to experience when they come here, as you walk through the door, the smoke box in your face. You want that smoke in your face, the experience of seeing everybody cooking your food fresh for you. That adds to the experience, in my opinion,
Good balance of eats and all of it filling. Desserts courtesy of damn good brownies and Jody cakes. Island Bet contributing relaxing games. Rib roast and rum growing from backyard barbecue to proper food event since 2012.
I'm seeing more and more people that I don't recognize. I know a lot of people, and usually it was friends and friends of friends and social circle. I'm seeing people that I have no idea who they are, which is a good thing for me. We're being influenced by a lot more of the fusion, a lot of Asian fusion, so we're trying a few different things. People are requesting different things. They want to mix a little yard style here, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and we ask people to tell us what they want, and it works. I'm trying to deliver the best ribs ever in Kingston, and a good time. I want people to leave and say, oh, they had a good time. It's not a party event, but we want people to also dance. You can hear the music. We want people to enjoy the food first and foremost, and have a few drinks.
A few of those needed to wash down all that delicious grub. That's rib roast and rum.
Man, your belly full, you feel nice. You come back and you say, boy, I wonder what the next one is. That is my ultimate, what I really want everybody to experience,
The next one in November. And that's our show. I'm Anthony Miller. Ray will be back next week.
I said positive vibrations in the air, my boy. I hope you feel me, brother. I hope you feel me, sister. I said 1, 2, Rasta is passing through. Hey, I keep it cool, yeah. Real reggae music, I always say. I said 1, 2, Rasta is passing through.